Hello and welcome to Aberdeen, South Dakota for the Class A state semifinals being played between the number 8 seeded Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies and the number 4 seeded West Central Trojans. I'm Zach Spear on 5-Star Streaming on YouTube. It's been a fun tournament, and now the afternoon slots where everything on the line. Winner headed to the state championship game, and loser of the game will be headed to that third-place game. Before we get started, I'd like to thank our sponsors of this broadcast, as we couldn't do them without you. They include Burt's Bar and Grill, Jensen Insurance, Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty, Horizon Healthcare, Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts Vermilion, Heritage and Associates Real Estate, Rubida Insurance, and Liberty National Bank. Entering this game, well, of course, each of these teams one game into the state tournament, as Elk-Point Jefferson yesterday took down the number 1 seeded Madison Lady Bulldogs in a final score of 3-1. And West Central defeated the number 5 seeded Beersford Watchdogs in a close one, the final score 2-0. And those 2 runs were put up in the bottom of the 6th. So 5.5 innings into that one, it was scoreless, and what a fun game it was. And now, since I've been covering Beersford, do actually have the last game stats for both West Central and Elk-Point Jefferson. For the Trojans, they put up 2 runs off of 5 hits, 1 error in the field, and they left 7 on base. Addie Kunzweiler went 0 for 2 at the plate, was walked as well. Maddie Kunzweiler had a great day at the plate, batting 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Ayla Kramer went 0 for 2, but was also walked. Tegan Lupkes was 0 for 3, but did reach on an error. Miley Travis was 0 for 3. Sophie Rolfson was 0 for 3, also reached on an error. Stella Simsma had a great day in batting 7th for her team, going 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Brianna Hoff went 1 for 3, hitting a single late in the game, and it was an important one in that 6th inning. And Lindsay Hoff went 0 for 2 while reaching once on a walk. And Lindsay Hoff is a player I want to point out for West Central. She was the starting pitcher, went all 7 innings, 8 strikeouts in the game, 3 walks only, no runs given up. And what I just found out in talking with head coach Heather Harden moments ago, she's an 8th grader. So talk about the poise it takes to come in. You're not even quite to high school yet. An 8th grader to come into it, the Class A state tournament. You pitch a full 7 innings and you don't give up a single run. Hats off to Lindsay Hoff. It was a heck of a performance, and looking forward to see what she has in store for today. And for the Huskies, taking down the number 1 seed as the 8th seed. Talk about a thrilling matchup there as well. In that one, the Huskies put up 3 runs off of 3 hits, no errors in the field, and left 6 on base. Lainey Trometer went 0 for 3 at the plate, did reach on a walk and an error. Molly Geary went 0 for 3 at the plate, also reaching off a walk and an error. Paige Jacobs went 0 for 4 at the plate. Sarah Schmitz went 2 for 3. It was a very good day for her. She reached on all 3 off of a single, a triple, and an error. Bailey Johnson went 0 for 3, but reached 2 of the 3 times, once off an error, once off a fielder's choice. McKinley Hammett went 0 for 2, but reached on a walk. Reagan Rasmussen went 1 for 3 at the plate, hitting a single in the 6th inning of action. Brianne Johnson went 0 for 3. Addison Jacobs went 0 for 1, and Cameron Norris went 0 for 2. And another pitcher who went the full 7 innings, Reagan Rasmussen, another player I'd love to point out. 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts to just 1 walk, and gave up just 1 run to the number 1 seed in the state tournament. Reagan Rasmussen is a senior on her team, so this is her last chance for a state title, so she is going to be fighting hard, and so are both of these teams, as, again, so much is at stake here, as winner is headed to the state championship game. A couple of Class A games have wrapped up here on the field already. The consolation side of the bracket all wrapped up as Beersford defeated Madison 4-1, and they will take on Sioux Valley in the consolation championship tomorrow. And in the 7th place game, it will be Madison against Lennox. On day 1, though, Elk-Point Jefferson beat Madison 3-1. West Central beat Beersford 2-0. Tri-Valley defeated Lennox 13-4, and Dakota Valley beat Sioux Valley. The final score 7-2. Should be in for a good one. We'll step aside for a moment when we return. We should have the starting lineups on the field, some numbers, and game times for everything going on. This is Husky Softball on 5-Star Streaming on YouTube.
Hello, this is Carla from Bert's Sports Bar and Grill in Beersford. Join us for lunch today. We have daily specials 5 days a week, or you can order your favorites from our menu. Bert's Sports Bar and Grill features lots of sandwiches choices. People rave about our appetizers and say our burgers are the best around. So come and join us for lunch today. We would love the company. Bert's Sports Bar and Grill, Beersford, where quality customer service is number one.
Harity & Associates Real Estate is an independent real estate brokerage firm committed to providing outstanding service and value to home and land buyers and sellers. They're known for developing quality working relationships with the area's best housing and land professionals, including auctioneers, lenders, inspectors, and contractors. They offer real estate valuation services, so whether you're buying, selling, building, or simply considering, the Harity & Associates Real Estate team can help. Call them today to see how they can help you.
Horizon Health provides rural communities with access to high-quality, affordable primary healthcare services. With advanced technology and a personal touch, they deliver medical, dental, and behavioral healthcare that's open to everyone. Horizon Health is focused on what's real and what's rural, because the strength of a community isn't measured by size, it's measured by how much we care. Horizon Health, a proud supporter of Elk-Point Jefferson Athletics. Stop by the Horizon Health in Elk-Point.
Pick or place your property with Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty. With licenses in Iowa and South Dakota, Janelle Pearson is the perfect choice to buy or sell your home. Rest assured, as you see the knowledge, hard work, passion, and care that goes into taking care of you. Give Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty a call today at 712-552-7102 to take care of all your home needs. Janelle Pearson is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Jensen Insurance in Beersford, Elk-Point, and Sioux Falls is an independent insurance agency. They represent many different companies, which is important because it allows you to choose the very best insurance at the most competitive price. Jensen Insurance is proud they selected Auto Owners Insurance as one of their carriers because Auto Owners is very competitive and they provide some of the best coverage on the market. Jensen Insurance and Auto Owners, ready to go to work for you, with locations in Beersford, Elk-Point, and Sioux Falls.
At Liberty National Bank, we know you by name. With deposit accounts designed for your life and local branch locations, we're here to serve you personally.
Here to guide your savings goals.
Helping you open your first account.
Banking that's personal every day.
Liberty National Bank is a true community bank where our customers are our first priority. Our experienced staff understands the needs of families and business owners they serve in the communities in which they live and work. We believe in you. Go Huskies.
And back onto the field before first pitch for the Class A state semifinals against the number 8 seeded Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies and your number 4 seeded West Central Trojans. And got a chance to just chat real quick with both of the head coaches ahead of the matchup. Of course, having the teams ready to roll and a lot of excitement built around this game. Anytime you can play for a championship or a chance at a championship, there's just so much fun, and then you got to make sure no jitters throughout the game. For the Trojans, they entered the tournament as the 4 seed, defeated the number 5 seed in the Beersford Watchdogs, while Elk-Point Jefferson came in as the 8 seed and were certainly underdogs entering their first matchup against the number 1 seed in the Madison Lady Bulldogs, and they ended up pulling off the upset. Your final score, 3-1, and they're hoping to do the same here as they are the lower seed. No matter who they play this game, next game, or whoever they matched up against in the first. Is here at the complex, a lot of action going on in the Class B side of things as their second game of the day still taking place, and we'll see. It was about a projected first pitch of 2 o'clock here on the field between Elk-Point Jefferson and West Central. Now, I see West Central warming up on the field. Have not seen that from Elk-Point Jefferson yet, so not sure if both teams are ready to roll or if we're going to be a little bit delayed or not, as the game right before this one's been over a good 15, maybe even 20 minutes, and usually they're pretty good at getting things rolling here, but we're here no matter what, so when that first pitch comes, we'll have all of the action. A look at the seasons that these two teams have had, as entering the tournament, West Central wrapped up their regular season with a 14-6 record. Now that does include their win in the Sodak 16. This is a team that played extremely well at home. They played good on the road, but were definitely noticeably better while at home. One thing I want to point out, though, is the win percentage of their opponents. Over 60% win percentage for West Central. 60.4%. Normally it hovers right around that, that 50%, so to be an extra 10%. West Central certainly had a difficult path here to the state tournament, and as of so far, it has paid off. On the season, 10 runs per game they put up while giving up 5.5 runs per game, a difference on average of 4.5 runs per game favoring them. For Elk-Point Jefferson, after the Sodak 16, they were 9-6, entered the tournament as the 8th seed, now 10-6 after a victory where they defeated the number 1 seed in the tournament. And they're actually a team, they played better while on the road than when they did at home, which is kind of interesting. So now you put them in a neutral location, and it feels more like a road game for both teams. And we'll see if that has any impact here for the Jefferson Huskies. Their opponents had a win percentage of 49.2% throughout the season. And on the year, they put up 10.2 runs per game while allowing 6.5 runs per game. So offenses between these two have put up nearly identical numbers, 0.2 runs per game, favoring Elk-Point Jefferson. And then for the Huskies, they do allow about not quite a full 1.5 more runs per game. So fairly evenly matched as far as it goes for numbers. But as I said during the Beersford game, you can take numbers, you can look at them all day. When it comes to the state tournament, you might as well just throw them out the window. Doesn't matter who's been statistically better all season long. It is one game, a chance to prove that you are a worthy competitor for the state championship game. The umpires are on the field here for this one, and players are huddled up for West Central on their side of the dugout. Elk-Point Jefferson Husky girls are in their dugout. We'll step aside for one more moment, and hopefully when we return, we should have starting lineups and our first pitch upcoming moments away.
From Beersford to Jefferson, from Wynot to Ponca, from New York to London, Pied Piper Vermilion Flowers and Gifts can deliver gorgeous floral arrangements anywhere in the country or around the world for any occasion or just because. Call, order online at piedpipervermilion.com or come visit us on the corner of Cherry and Cottage. Pied Piper Vermilion Flowers and Gifts, sending joy one delivery at a time.
Welcome to Elk-Point, South Dakota, home of the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies and dedicated residents who take pride in their community. At our independent insurance agency, we understand the unique needs of Elk-Point families and businesses. We offer personalized insurance tailored to protect what matters most to you. Let us help you safeguard your future while you enjoy all that Elk-Point has to offer. Contact Rubida Insurance today to learn more. Together, we can make this season unforgettable for our community and our athletes.
Hello, this is Carla from Burt Sports Bar and Grill in Beersford. Join us for lunch today. We have daily specials 5 days a week, or you can order your favorites from our menu. Burt Sports Bar and Grill features lots of sandwiches choices. People rave about our appetizers and say our burgers are the best around. So come and join us for lunch today. We would love the company. Burt Sports Bar and Grill, Beersford, where quality customer service is number one.
Harity & Associates Real Estate is an independent real estate brokerage firm committed to providing outstanding service and value to home and land buyers and sellers. They're known for developing quality working relationships with the area's best housing and land professionals, including auctioneers, lenders, inspectors, and contractors. They offer real estate valuation services, so whether you're buying, selling, building, or simply considering, the Harity & Associates Real Estate team can help. Call them today to see how they can help you.
And back to the field is, not sure, but taking a little bit here to get rolling as it looks like the umpire is checking out and inspecting, making sure Elk-Point Jefferson's bats and helmets are good to go. And it did look like they got the thumbs up, so we should be getting closer to game time. a look at some of the other brackets in the state in Class B. We've had a lot of coverage between my coworker Gage and myself. 5 teams here in the Class A and B state tournament that we've followed. This is officially game number 5 for me of the weekend, and we'll probably get to be a part of the upcoming Gayville-Vollen game as well for 6 between the first 2 days. But a look at the Class B state tournament as on the first day, Castlewood as the 1 seed defeated Freeman Marion Freeman Academy. Final score 7-3. In the 4 and 5 matchup, an absolute thriller. It was 10-5. Avon, the 5 seed, led entering the bottom of the 7th. Hanson put up 6 runs to win it, 11-10. Then number 2 seeded McCook Central Montrose Fighting Cougars defeated the number 7 seed in the tournament in Redfield. Your final score 13-0. And in the final game yesterday in Class B, Gayville-Vollen as the 6th seed defeated Florence Henry, who was the 3 seed. Your final score 3-1. Earlier than today, Freeman Marion Freeman Academy, I should say, defeated Avon, who was the 5 seed, Freeman being the 8 seed. And the Phoenix won 13-4. They'll play in the Consolation Championship, Avon into the 7th place game. And I believe game's still going on as far as between Redfield and Florence Henry. And it looks like Redfield currently leads heading into the bottom of the 7th inning, 7-5 over Florence Henry. And coming up in Class B, Castlewood as the 1 seed will take on the number 4 seeded Hanson Beaverettes. And we'll have coverage right here on 5 Stars streaming on YouTube of the number 2 and 6 seed battling it out between McCook Central Montrose and Gayville-Vollen. So the teams on 5 Stars streaming on YouTube, if you're a fan of any of the following teams, we're going to have the remainder of their games. In Class A, it's Beersford and Elk-Point Jefferson. And in Class B, we've got Freeman Marion Freeman Academy, Avon, and Gayville-Vollen. The coaches are meeting above home plate with the umpires, which does signal we are getting closer and closer to our first pitch here on the field, as it is head coach Heather Harden for the West Central Trojans and Amber Otkin for the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies. We'll step aside for one final time, hopefully during this pregame, and we should have starting lineups coming up.
Horizon Health provides rural communities with access to high-quality, affordable primary healthcare services. With advanced technology and a personal touch, they deliver medical, dental, and behavioral healthcare that's open to everyone. Horizon Health is focused on what's real and what's rural. Because the strength of a community isn't measured by size, it's measured by how much we care. Horizon Health, a proud supporter of Elk-Point Jefferson Athletics. Stop by the Horizon Health in Elk-Point.
Pick or place your property with Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty. With licenses in Iowa and South Dakota, Janelle Pearson is the perfect choice to buy or sell your home. Rest assured, as you see the knowledge, hard work, passion, and care that goes into taking care of you. Give Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty a call today at 712-552-7102 to take care of all your home needs. Janelle Pearson is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Jensen Insurance in Beersford, Elk-Point, and Sioux Falls is an independent insurance agency. They represent many different companies, which is important because it allows you to choose the very best insurance at the most competitive price. Jensen Insurance is proud they selected Auto Owners Insurance as one of their carriers because Auto Owners is very competitive and they provide some of the best coverage on the market. Jensen Insurance and Auto Owners, ready to go to work for you, with locations in Beersford, Elk-Point, and Sioux Falls.
At Liberty National Bank, we know you by name. With deposit accounts designed for your life and local branch locations, we're here to serve you personally.
Here to guide your savings goals.
Helping you open your first account.
Banking that's personal every day.
Liberty National Bank is a true community bank where our customers are our first priority. Our experienced staff understands the needs of families and business owners they serve in the communities in which they live and work. We believe in you. Go Huskies!
Back to the field, it looks like we are ready for starting lineups on the field. Before we get to that, a big thank you to our game sponsors. This broadcast of Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies softball brought to you by Burt's Bar and Grill, Jensen Insurance, Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty, Horizon Healthcare, Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts Vermilion, Heritage and Associates Real Estate, Rubida Insurance, and Liberty National Bank. The Class A state semifinals we should be in for a good one between the number 8 seeded Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies and the number 4 seeded West Central Trojans. Again, a couple of the players for the Huskies that I do know are heading to college to play softball. Reagan Rasmussen will be going to Grandview to play, and Sarah Schmitz is going to be going to Dakota Wesleyan to play softball. And some of their players are multi-sport athletes and at the state level, as 3 seniors all running at the state track meet earlier about a weekish ago. Those players were Sarah Schmitz, McKinley Hammett, and Paige Jacobs. On top of that, Sailor Gomez for EPJ golfed in the state tournament. 4 girls currently on the team have parents who are deployed. Again, would love to thank them for their service, as well as Coach Amber Otkins' husband was deployed and just came back not so long ago in February. So again, a big thank you to all those who have served and helped make this country a great one. Now time for your starting lineups here on the field. We'll start with the away team on the board, which is the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies, as they enter as the 8th seed, coached by Amber Otkin. Leading things off, the left fielder, it's number 9, Lainey Trometer. On deck, the third baseman, number 5, Molly Geary. In center field, batting third, number 2 is Paige Jacobs. The cleanup hitter for EPJ, the shortstop, number 15, Sarah Schmitz. Behind home plate is the 5th hitter in the lineup, number 27, Bailey Johnson. The second baseman hitting 6th, number 4 is McKinley Hammett. In the circle again for EPJ, number 3, Reagan Rasmussen. Hitting 8th at first base, 28, is Breanne Johnson. And to round off the Elk-Point Jefferson's batting lineup is the designated player, number 21, Cameron Norris. Also playing the field as the right fielder and flex player is number 12, Sailor Gomez. Elk-Point Jefferson reserves include number 8, Tenley Trainer, number 13, Alexis McDermott, number 14, Logan Hansen, and number 17, Addison Jacobs. Now time for the starting lineup for the home team on the board, the number 4 West Central Trojans, coached by Heather Harden. Leading things off at first base is number 5, Addie Kunzweiler. She's followed up by the catcher, number 18, Maddie Kunzweiler. Batting third, the shortstop is number 14, Ayla Kramer. And the cleanup hitter for the Trojans, the third baseman, number 10, Tegan Lupkees. And right field, wearing number 8, it's Elliot Luter. Batting 6th, the second baseman, number 17, Sophie Rolfson. The designated player for the Trojans, number 23, Stella Simmonsma. In left field, hitting 8th is number 21, Brianna Hoff. And in the circle for the Trojans, the 8th grader, number 3, Lindsay Hoff. The Trojans' reserves in this game are number 4, Emery Hartman. Number 6, Emery Zenz. Number 7, Brooklyn Roberts. Number 9, I've got Elliot Luter twice. Number 15, Emma Voltz. And number 19, Isabella McKinney. I'm guessing a mistake on my end as I was filling in my stat sheet. So 1 second here, and I'll make sure to correct that. As number 8 is in right field is not Elliot Luter. That will be Miley Travis. My apologies. So those are your starting lineups. West Central will open in the field here wearing all-white jersey and pants trimmed out in blue. For the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies, wearing all-gray jersey and pants, also trimmed out in blue. Appreciate you tuning in here today as it is officially game time. I'm Zach Spear on 5 Stars streaming on YouTube, and this is the Class A state semifinal game. Winner of this one is headed to the state championship game. Loser will head to the third place game. The throwdown to signal the start, and it is game time here in Aberdeen. Leading things off here now for the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies, the left fielder, number 9, it's Lainey Trometer. Trometer, an opportunity to be the first base runner here. She'll battle against Lindsay Hoff as the pitcher of West Central, Maddie Kunzweiler behind home plate catching. And the first pitch comes in just a touch high, 1-0 the count. Again, Lindsay Hoff, the pitcher for West Central, just an 8th grader, went all 7 innings yesterday, gave up no runs. A dribbler, that's going to be trouble, and getting through to right field here as a leadoff single for Lainey Trometer.
Next batter, third baseman, number 5.
So 1 batter, 1 base hit for the Huskies, and a runner on in Lainey Trometer. Molly Geary will step up to the plate. Paige Jacobs on deck. 2 pitches in. And now a slow roller back up to Lindsey Hoff. Fields it cleanly. Gets a throw over to first in time. And it will be out number 1. Lainey Trometer does advance. Paige Jacobs now up to the plate here with Sarah Schmitz on deck. It's the 3 and 4 hitters in the Huskies lineup with a runner on second. Just 1 out they face. Hoff sends it in, a check swing she offered, and it's a strike. Oh, 1 the count here as Jacobs, the center fielder for EPJ. Would love to swap places with her teammate at second. Another check swing. Did she offer on that one? They're going to say nope, she held off, so 1 and 1 the count. A slight difference, and it's enough to be the difference between a strike and a ball. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss there on that offer, 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out. And just a quick update. Florence Henry falls to Redfield 7-6 on the opposite side of this complex here. So the consolation brackets are completely set up here in both Class A and B, and now time to determine who's playing in the state championship games. 2-2 the count here. Paige Jacobs gets a piece of it, sends it over to third base. Runner will take off. Did she outrun it? Yes! Some wheels on Paige Jacobs. She reaches first with an infield single. Lainey Trometer over to third, and Sarah Schmitz at the plate. 2 runners on, 1 out. The Huskies a great opportunity here. I want to point out Elk-Point Jefferson, 3 base hits yesterday. In their first 3 batters here today, 2 base hits. Fresh count here, sign and bunt here from Sarah Schmitz, and pulls back. It's an outside pitch. The throwdown goes to third, and taking second is Jacobs. A very common play that you see here in softball. That throwdown to second can be risky. It's great if you get the out and the runner stays put. But if that runner on third takes off and scores, sometimes just not worth the risk. Send it to third or right back to the pitcher. Schmitz will foul off the next one. 1 and 1 the count. Thing is, too, you look at Schmitz, the cleanup hitter, you're probably not wanting to bunt necessarily. Arguably your best hitter, but at the same time, if you can get a run across, it's well worth it even if you get out at first. And a ball on that one, 2-1. Little pressure here on this West Central defense as they try to work their way out of it. Lindsey Hoff in the circle continues to fire. And she held off, 3-1 the count. A hitter's count here for Schmitz, the shortstop and cleanup hitter for the Huskies. There is 1 open base should she get walked. Bailey Johnson on deck. As that one's roped hard deep back into left center. See you later. A 3-run home run. Elk-Point Jefferson leads 3-0. Sarah Schmitz got every last inch of that ball, sends it over the fence in left center, and the Huskies have put up as many runs within 1/3 of an inning today as they had all of yesterday. A perfect example of why you might not want to bunt your cleanup hitter. That one probably went a good 275, 280. Absolutely launched off of the bat of Sarah Schmitz. Now Bailey Johnson to try and follow up as the 5 hitter for the Huskies. Takes a good cut, misses at 0-1. 0-1 the count, 1 out. Hoff the next one, finds the outside zone for an 0-2 count. No balls, 2 strikes here and an out. And a grounder over to first. Off the glove, it'll bounce an error, and Bailey Johnson will reach safely. All things going Elk-Point Jefferson's way early on in this one. McKinley Hammett will step up to the plate. Reagan Rasmussen on deck. And just the emotions you get from a 3-run home run to open a game, and now we've got a timeout on the field as the players want to meet up with Lindsey Hoff to chat things over. And right now the Huskies have to be feeling good. You enter as the 8 seed, you take down the number 1 seed in the tournament, and now finding yourself up 3-0. Of course, plenty of game time left in West Central, a very good team. But a great start for the Huskies. So Bailey Johnson now on first, and the catcher will stay put. As of now, no courtesy runner. McKinley Hammett at the plate. And a bunt that is laid down perfectly down the third baseline. Hammett's outran it. McKinley Hammett, an infield single. That is our second of the game. Johnson advances to second. McKinley over to first. 4 base hits for this Elk-Point Jefferson team. That is more than they had all of last game. Now Reagan Rasmussen to the plate. On deck, Brianne Johnson. First pitch is sent in for a strike. This is a tough situation for the pitcher in Hoff. You come in as an 8th grader, pitch a full 7 yesterday, give up no runs, and then right out of the gates your opponent puts up runs. We'll see how the young player can answer. That one's certainly a good look. 0-2 as Reagan Rasmussen at the plate. It's a pitcher's duel. The 0-2 count here. Lindsey Hoff winds up, sends it in, and Rasmussen, a grounder over to third. They'll pick it up, and an unassisted ground out to first. A smart decision there by Addie Kunzweiler to just hang on to it and not try for a double play. Runners do advance, but now 2 outs, and West Central can try and focus on just the hitter. It's Brianne Johnson at the plate, the first baseman for the Huskies. First pitch is high and away. One-0 the count with a couple of outs. Runners on second and third. Foul ball straight to the backstop. Brianne Johnson and her team an opportunity to add on to this lead. 3-0, they're up. One ball, 1 strike. Johnson waits the next pitch, puts it into play. It's going to be into center field and brought in by Peyton Schultz, who's also the flex player for the Trojans. But that will wrap up a very successful inning here for the Huskies. 4 runs off of 4 hits, 1 error in the field, and 2 left on base. After our first half inning of action, it is 3-0. The Huskies lead it here. Coming up, the West Central Trojans at the plate for the first time, leading things off when we return. Addie Kunzweiler, followed by Maddie Kunzweiler.
From Beresford to Jefferson, from Wynot to Ponca, from New York to London, Pied Piper Vermilion Flowers and Gifts can deliver gorgeous floral arrangements anywhere in the country or around the world for any occasion or just because. Call, order online at piedpipervermilion.com or come visit us on the corner of Cherry and Cottage. Pied Piper Vermilion Flowers and Gifts, sending joy one delivery at a time.
Welcome to Elk-Point, South Dakota, home of the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies and dedicated residents who take pride in their community. At our independent insurance agency, we understand the unique needs of Elk-Point families and businesses. We offer personalized insurance tailored to protect what matters most to you. Let us help you safeguard your future while you enjoy all that Elk-Point has to offer. Contact Rubida Insurance today to learn more. Together, we can make this season unforgettable for our community and our athletes.
Half an inning into this one, and Elk-Point Jefferson up 3-0 on the West Central Trojans. And for the Trojans, their first appearance at the plate here, and we'll see how their bats are rolling in day 2 of the state tournament. They'll be led off by Addie Kunzweiler, Maddie Kunzweiler on deck, and Ayla Kramer in the hole. Fresh count here, and at the plate for the first time, Addie Kunzweiler works against Reagan Rasmussen of the Huskies. First offer misses outside. Next one finds his own 1-1. And now I haven't had the opportunity to call a lot of West Central games, but I was part of their game yesterday against Beersford. And one thing I noticed is they're not afraid to be picky batters. And that's absolutely a good thing, as shown right here. Now leading in the count 2-1 is Addie Kunzweiler. They know which pitches to swing at and which ones to leave. You know, a lot of hitters get excited. It's the state tournament. I want to hit it. And this one lined out into center field, but it's going to be caught for an out. Great contact by Addie Kunzweiler, but right to the fielder's glove. Bringing up Maddie Kunzweiler to the plate as Paige Jacobs brings in the first out for Elk-Point Jefferson's defense. Maddie Kunzweiler now at the plate, the catcher for her team. And on the first pitch, it's inside 1-0. Maddie Kunzweiler, 1-0 in the count, faces one out, no runners on. Showed a sign of bunt, but pulled it back in time for a 2-0 count. Ayla Kramer on deck with Tegan Lupke's in the hole, the 2-3-4 hitters in the lineup. And the pitch, she pulled back the bunt before the pitch and fouls it off. So maybe a little trickery here from Maddie at the plate. So 2-1 the count with an out here. Reagan Rasmussen sends in the next one. It's hit high up. It might stay in play. A chance for Bailey Johnson, and she will catch it for the second out. That one was getting closer and closer to the backstop, but Johnson did a great job feeling it out. Didn't worry about running into it, just kind of had that hand out to feel and pulls in the grab for out number 2. Ayla Kramer now at the plate. Her first appearance here of the game. And faces 2 outs with no runners on. Believe West Central's first game against Beersford was the lowest scoring game across all of tournament play yesterday. A 2-0 score, and well, you can only have one possible option lower than that. 1-1 the count here for Kramer. Kramer has some pop to her bat here. We'll see if she can get on. 2-1. Huskies trying to keep it a 3-run lead here heading into the second. West Central trying for a 2-out rally. Foul ball here will make it 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ayla Kramer in her first at-bat of the game. Looking to be the Trojans' first base runner. And this one hit hard into right center. It's a gapper. She's going to round first, and she wants extra bases. She'll have second a standing double for Ayla Kramer. And right on cue, you mentioned she's got some zip on her bat. Well, she shows it right there. 5 base hits between the two teams now in the first inning, 4 of which belong to Elk-Point Jefferson, and West Central just got their first there. With Ayla Kramer, Tegan Lupke's now at the plate, the cleanup hitter, an opportunity to score a run for her team. 1-0 the count here. And a hard hit line drive into deep center field. What a grab! Paige Jacobs comes up huge. That would have been extra bases and for sure a run scored for West Central. But Jacobs just dead sprinted that one down and brings it in for the final out of the first inning. After one, it's 3-0. EPJ leads. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Trojans.
Hello, this is Carla from Burt Sports Bar and Grill in Beersford. Join us for lunch today. We have daily specials 5 days a week, or you can order your favorites from our menu. Burt Sports Bar and Grill features lots of sandwiches choices. People rave about our appetizers and say our burgers are the best around. So come and join us for lunch today. We would love the company. Burt Sports Bar and Grill, Beersford, where quality customer service is number one.
One inning in, it's 3-0. Elk-Point Jefferson leads, and every game I've been a part of at the state tournament has been low scoring. The highest game out of the 4 games I've already been a part of, 4-1 was the highest score. So to see 3 runs in 1 inning, a little different than what I've seen. And I apologize for that with the sun beating. And we are back. I apologize for that break in the action as the sun is beating down here in Aberdeen. Our computer had a slight overheat. We've got the umbrella on it now. Should be good to go for the remainder of the game. Again, apologize for that as just getting a little too hot out here in the sunshine today. 1-1 the count here. At the plate right now, Molly Geary. So 2-1 the count here, as it was a 2-up, 2-down here to start this inning for the Huskies. Certainly a different look than what they saw in that first inning, and West Central hoping to kind of push these as the normal innings of play. 3-1 the count here, a hitter's count. Hoff sends it in, and that will be ball 4, the first walk of the game for either side. Paige Jacobs will now step up to the plate. Jacobs is 1 for 1, hit a single earlier in the game. And again, if you're just retuning in now, I apologize. Our laptop here in the sunshine overheated for a bit, so just had to really quick reset everything. And now I've got an umbrella covering it. It's kind of hard to hold, make sure to get the umbrella running here while you're trying to run the stream, but got to keep the equipment safe. So again, I apologize for any missed action. It was a 2-up, 2-down of what you did miss. And now an infield fly to shortstop. Jacobs will fly out, so it'll be no runs off of no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Huskies this time around. We enter the bottom of the second. Our score remains 3-0, favoring the Huskies. When we return, Trojans at the plate with Miley Travis at the plate, Sophie Rolfson on deck, and Stella Simmonsma in the hole. This is the Class A state semifinals on 5-Star streaming on YouTube.
Harity and Associates Real Estate is an independent real estate brokerage firm committed to providing outstanding service and value to home and land buyers and sellers. They're known for developing quality working relationships with the area's best housing and land professionals, including auctioneers, lenders, inspectors, and contractors. They offer real estate valuation services, so whether you're buying, selling, building, or simply considering, the Harity and Associates Real Estate team can help. Call them today to see how they can help you.
And the Trojans back to the plate here. An opportunity to try and get some of those runs back. Miley Travis to lead this inning off. Reagan Rasmussen pitching in the circle. Gets her on that one. A swing and a miss. 0-1 the count here for the fifth batter in the lineup for the Trojans. And an off speed there, a curveball for Rasmussen gets her. It's a nice toss. No balls, 2 strikes here. And a line drive off the bat of Travis. Into right field it goes, a leadoff single. That's a way to hit when you've got an 0-2 count on you. As the second hit in the game for West Central, and it brings up Sophie Rolfson to the plate. On deck will be Stella Simmonsma. And a bunt laid down the third base line. It's picked up. They'll get the out at first, and the runner will advance. So Sophie Rolfson does her job, lays down the sacrifice bunt. It won't count against her batting average. And it moves the runner to second with Stella Simmonsma at the plate. And Simmonsma might be the 7th hitter in the lineup, but she is coming off a great day at the plate. Just yesterday, she went 2 for 3 with a double and a single. She would certainly love to add on a third hit in this state tournament right about now. 1 out, a runner on second. Huskies looking to stop it, but a line drive sent into left field. West Central looks to score, and they will. Simmonsma stays hot at the plate, and we've got ourselves a ball game. It's 3-1.
Next up, left fielder number 21, Brianna Hoff.
Brianna Hoff now at the plate. And the batters are rolling here in this one early on. Hoff, the left fielder for the Trojans, has a runner on first. Just 1 out she works against. And now the throw. Pitch was a strike. A throw down to first from Johnson. Simmonsma got back in time. No balls, 1 strike here. Rasmussen, next pitch, a liner up the middle. Back-to-back base hits for the Trojans. And their bats are rolling.
Now batting the pitcher, number 3, Lindsay Hoff.
Lindsay Hoff at the plate here as runners on first and second, 1 out. The Trojans have already scored 1 run here in the inning. They trail 2, but right now are rolling. Pitch was in for a strike. Looked like runners might take off. I apologize if I ever get behind on the scoreboard under the umbrella. Kind of tricky to make sure to keep a close eye on it. Next one misses outside, ball 1. One ball, 1 strike here. Lindsay Hoff at the plate in the left-handed side of the box. And a blooper into left field. It drops. The Trojans look to score it. There won't be a play at home. An RBI single for the pitcher. Simmonsma comes across. It's a 1-run game. Brianna Hoff up to second. Lindsay Hoff on first. Back-to-back-to-back base hits here for this Trojans offense. And now they're at the top of their lineup here in Addie Kunzweiler. We've now got 9 base hits in the game already in our second inning, not even wrapped up quite yet. 5 for the Trojans, 4 for Elk-Point Jefferson. First pitch just outside, and taking a hefty lead towards third is Brianna Hoff, and we even get a throw down to third as she retreats to second. Addie Kunzweiler at the plate here for the second time of the game. She led off for the Trojans. Took a big cut at that one and missed it. Now that one was a hard swing. Had that one got hit, probably would have been traveling quite a distance. 1-1 your count here. And a sign of bunt as Kunzweiler fouls it off. So it's Addie Kunzweiler at the plate. Maddie Kunzweiler on deck. And the 1-2, that one got away from Rasmussen. Nice grab by Bailey Johnson to keep the runners put. It's 2-2. And Kunzweiler rocks it into right center, and Paige Jacobs can't quite get there in time. It's over her head to the fence. Trojans are looking to tie it up, and they will. Another RBI single. We're knotted up at 3 apiece. Now 4 hits in a row for the Trojans. It is 3-3. And West Central now the momentum. Maddie Kunzweiler at the plate. She's seen her last 4 hitters do it. Can she add in another hit? 5 hits already here in this inning for the Trojans. Two and one, and this one hit high up into left center. It will be caught for the second out. Runners are going to stay put. So Ayla Kramer now at the plate here. 2 out she faces, runners on first and second. Can the Trojans take their first lead of the game? Ten base hits so far in the game. Talk about a lot of action on the offensive side. 1-0, that one missed outside. Next one is low for ball 2. And that one misses outside, so now a 3-0 count. Rasmussen has not walked a batter yet, but now has to work her way back in a 3-0 count against Ayla Kramer, who's 1 for 1 with a double in the game. It's sent outside. Base is now loaded with the walk. Lindsey Hoff advances to third. Addie Kunzweiler to second. Ayla Kramer now on first with the walk. A huge at-bat here. Either we stay tied or the Trojans will take the lead before the third. First pitch high and away. Now that is 5 straight thrown balls from Rasmussen. Just something to keep an eye on, especially if you're the Trojan hitters. And with that one, Rasmussen finds the zone 1-1. And that lofted high up into shallow center field. Jacobs sprints it in and catches it for out number 3. But what an inning and an answer for the Trojans. 3 runs off of 5 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. We enter the third inning of action. We are all tied up here. Top of the third, it's 3-3. Elk-Point Jefferson back at the plates when we return. Leading off the cleanup hitter who comes off a home run, Sarah Schmitz.
Horizon Health provides rural communities with access to high-quality, affordable primary healthcare services. With advanced technology and a personal touch, they deliver medical, dental, and behavioral healthcare that's open to everyone. Horizon Health is focused on what's real and what's rural. Because the strength of a community isn't measured by size, it's measured by how much we care. Horizon Health, a proud supporter of Elk-Point Jefferson Athletics. Stop by the Horizon Health in Elk-Point.
Back to the field here, and what an exciting game so far, and that's what you should expect in the state semifinals. A trip to the state championship on the line. So much at stake here.
Now batting the shortstop. Number 15, Sarah Schmitz.
Sarah Schmitz now at the plate here. She's 1 for 1, hit that 3-run home run, and as you see a lot of times coming off a home run, that first pitch, you take a big old swing at it, and that is what we just saw here. But you know what? You take it, no strikes on you. You take that big swing. Why not go for another? Now it's okay. Contact. Fouls that one off for an 0-2 count. I'll tell you what, when I played baseball, I hit a home run once, and you could probably guess what I did my next at bat. Struck out big time, didn't even get close to hitting the ball. It's tough to come back after something as great as hitting a home run, especially at the state tournament here. 0-2 the count, Schmitz. Watches it go by, it's high. 1-2 now the count. One ball, 2 strikes here. Sarah Schmitz at the plate. As that one just misses outside, the West Central crowd was already cheering it on. That one didn't miss by much. I got to say, that is, if you're pitching as Lindsey Hoff, you got 2 strikes on him, you've got a pitch or 2 to miss. That's about as good of a miss as you can get. 2-2 the count here. Schmitz trying to get on so her team can reclaim the lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now it's a full count. That's what good hitters do. They work the count. You got 2 strikes on it, you foul it off until you get a good one. And right now, Schmitz has worked back from an 0-2 count. We'll see how Lindsey Hoff answers in this payoff pitch here. 3-2, no outs, no runners. And Schmitz gets a piece of it. It's hit up and towards the first base side and caught. Play made at first in foul territory by Addie Kunzweiler, and it brings up Bailey Johnson to the plate. One down here, no runners on. Bailey Johnson reached off of the error earlier in the game, bounced off the glove at first, and fouls one straight back. On the count here, Johnson off of the foul ball. The ball's 1 strike here, and a swing and a miss on Johnson. 0-2 now the count. Lindsey Hoff has 1 strikeout in the game, trying to make it 2 here. No balls, 2 strikes here. Now a 1-2 count. Again, when you miss with an 0-2 or if you're up in the count like that, 2 strike counts. You always send it a little outside to try and make it a little uncomfortable if the batter does decide to swing. And Johnson, again, same spot here as the last hit on foul territory. Addie Kunzweiler pulls it in for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Huskies. And it brings up McKinley Hammett to the plate.
Now batting second baseman, number 4, McKinley Hammett.
McKinley Hammett, 1 for 1 in today's game with a single. Gets a piece of the first pitch, fouls it back, 0-1. If you know a fan of either of these teams and you know they'd like to watch and listen live, you can certainly let them know. It's here on 5 Star streaming on YouTube. Otherwise, you can copy the link. Just hit that share button and it says copy link. You go to text them, you can just share it that way as well. Now a called strike two as Hammett will be forced to protect the plate. And on 5 Stars streaming on YouTube, we'll have full coverage of Beersford, Elk-Point Jefferson, Avon, Gayville-Vollen, and Freeman Academy throughout the rest of the tournament. The 0-2, yeah, well, same spot missing, 1 and 2. And, Lindsey Hoff knows that's where she wants to throw it. The last 3 that she's been up in the count with 2 strikes, she's thrown it about that same spot. 1 and 2 the count. Now 2 and 2 as that one comes in low. Deuces are wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hammett looking to put it into play. Hoff trying to send her team into their dugout, and that one doesn't miss by much, but high and away. Count now full with 2 outs. Hoff with 1 walk so far in the game. And it's rung up for strike 3. Lindsey Hoff will take care of business herself for that 3rd and final out in the top of the 3rd. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on base there for the Huskies. We remain tied up at 3 apiece, heading into the bottom half of the 3rd inning for the 2nd inning in a row. Leading off will be Miley Travis for the West Central Trojans. Pick or place your property with Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty. With licenses in Iowa and South Dakota, Janelle Pearson is the perfect choice to buy or sell your home. Rest assured, as you see the knowledge, hard work, passion, and care that goes into taking care of you. Give Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty a call today at 712-552-7102 to take care of all your home needs. Janelle Pearson is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. Bottom of the 3rd inning, we are tied up at 3 apiece here between the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies and the West Central Trojans. A big shout out and thank you to South Dakota Public Broadcasting, who has exclusive rights of all these state tournament games, but always allows us to cover local area teams. So a big thank you to them, as always working with us every year and very easy to work with. Miley Travis opens this inning. She's 1 for 1. With a single, and she was the first run to come across for her team and the Trojans. Elk-Point Jefferson looking for a shutout inning here to keep it tied. Reagan Rasmussen in the circle for the Huskies, and boy, did she have a good game yesterday, hoping to kind of replicate that here today. 2-0 the count. As a liner sent out into center field, and once again, Paige Jacobs comes up with it. She's right in the perfect position. She's making play after play in today's game. So 1 up, 1 down. It brings up Sophie Rolfson to the plate. Rolfson batting with Stella Simmonsma on deck. First pitch misses outside, 1-0. And another line drive, but this one will drop into left center. A base hit for Sophie Rolfson, who's now 1 for 1. Laid down a sacrifice bunt in her first at bat. And in her first real opportunity for a base hit, gets one. So Stella Simmonsma at the plate as a runner on first, 1 out. And Simmonsma so far in the state tournament, 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a double. And if your 7th hitter in the lineup is hitting that well, you're doing something well. 1-0 the count here. One ball, no strikes, and Simmonsma fouls it off. That'll be out of play. 1-1, it'll make the count. One ball, one strike here for Simmonsma. Took a big cut at that one, misses it 1-2 now. One ball, two strikes here. Reagan Rasmussen sends it in and well high, no swing, and that is ball number 2. A decent amount of seniors on each side in this matchup. Now a throw down to first, and nothing going on there. As a count now full for Simmonsma. But both teams going to lose a handful of players here after this season wraps up tomorrow. We'll see how they are able to answer with that. Simmonsma on the full count, fouls off a pitch. She'll see at least one more here. Three balls, two strikes. Simmonsma at the plate, 1 for 1 in today's game. And she will be walked, so she reaches yet again. Brings up Brianna Hoff, who's 1 for 1. This was that stretch for West Central that just really was incredible. It was 4 straight hits from them leading into the top of their lineup. Addie Kunzweiler added in that 4th hit, I should say. Brianna Hoff at the plate, Lindsey Hoff on deck. And we will swap out softballs here on the field. One out, runners on first and second as the Trojans closing in on their first lead of the game. Huskies defense looking to hold strong. Hoff lets the first one go. It's called for a strike. Oh, 1 the count here, and that one hit up and towards left field side. It's near foul territory, and that is where it'll bounce. That one drops foul, and 0-2 the count here. So now Brianna Hoff down 0-2 in the count. We'll see how Rasmussen attacks it. We've seen a curveball from her and a changeup. What do you have here when your team could really use an out? Rasmussen, the next one. It's hit and over to third. It's caught at third, and the play at first won't happen, and now an error will result in Sophie Rolfson reaching third. An error on a throw.
Now batting the pitcher, number 3, Lindsey Hoff.
Brianna Hoff lined out. They tried for the double play, and it results in Rolfson reaching third. Now 1-3 situation, 2 outs. Lindsey Hoff at the plate. She's got an RBI single already, looking to add another one. We'll see if the Trojans have Simmonsma try and take second with 2 outs. And that's exactly what they'll do. They called strike 1. And we'll see if that bunt meant anything more than we're trying to distract you while we're taking second. Now runners on second and third for Lindsey Hoff. 0-1 the count. 1-1 now. One ball, one strike here. Make it 2 balls, 1 strike. And a low and outside pitch for a 3-1 count. Hitters count for Lindsey Hoff, and on deck is Addie Kunzweiler, the top of the Trojans lineup. Elk-Point Jefferson would rather not have bases loaded and the top of the order at the plate. Can the Huskies defense hold strong here? A walk, bases are loaded. As the 3rd walk of the game for Reagan Rasmussen. I believe she only had 3 all of last game as well. It brings up Addie Kunzweiler to the plate. Another situation, either we're headed to the 4th tied up or Trojans are taking the lead. It's hit high up. It should stay in the infield over to shortstop. It's caught and we will remain tied up after 3 complete innings. What a good game so far, 3-3. No runs for the Trojans this inning off of 1 hit, 1 error in the field, and 3 left on base again. Into the top of the 4th we go. Huskies back at the plate when we return.
Jensen Insurance in Beersford, Elk-Point, and Sioux Falls is an independent insurance agency. They represent many different companies, which is important because it allows you to choose the very best insurance at the most competitive price. Jensen Insurance is proud they selected Auto Owners Insurance as one of their carriers because Auto Owners is very competitive and they provide some of the best coverage on the market. Jensen Insurance and Auto Owners, ready to go to work for you, with locations in Beersford, Elk-Point, and Sioux Falls.
At Liberty National Bank, we know you by name. With deposit accounts designed for your life and local branch locations, we're here to serve you personally.
Here to guide your savings goals.
Helping you open your first account.
Banking that's personal every day.
Liberty National Bank is a true community bank where our customers are our first priority. Our experienced staff understands the needs of families and business owners they serve in the communities in which they live and work. We believe in you. Go Huskies.
Back to the field we go. Nearly halfway into the game, and it is tied up at 3-3. And for the Huskies, leading things off will be Reagan Rasmussen. So we do get some cloud cover, which feels awfully nice here at the field. Leading off for the Huskies, it's Rasmussen with Brianne Johnson on deck and Cameron Norris in the hole. And, well, tomorrow we're supposed to be about a high of 91, so better get used to the sunshine around here. All tied up, 3 innings in. It's been a good one so far. Lots of hits, and for the Huskies, all of them coming in that first inning where they put up 3 runs off of 4 hits. Since then, a little quiet on the offensive end. As a matter of fact, only 1 batter in their last 7 has gotten on. Last 9, actually. One of their last 9 has gotten on. Knotted up in the count at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike here for Reagan Rasmussen. Grounded out to first earlier in the game. That was just the second out of the first inning. Now faces a 2-1 count. Two and 1 your count for Rasmussen. Sits on it now, a 2-2 count. Lindsey Hoff just 1 walk through the first 3 innings, and kind of seems to be her memo. Not many walks. She'll force the Huskies to put it into play, and that was Rasmussen as well defensively. That'll be rung up for strike 3. As Rasmussen no swing. It brings up Brianne Johnson to the plate. Back-to-back strikeouts for Lindsey Hoff here. Top of the 4th inning, we are tied up at 4 apiece. Hoff faces an out with no runners on. Takes a called strike 1. Cameron Norris awaits on deck. Next one misses outside, and it actually looks like on deck will be Addison Jacobs in place of Cameron Norris. The 1-1 count. It's in for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes here. Brianne Johnson works against Lindsey Hoff. And it's hit up and right back to Hoff it goes. She'll bring it in, and out number 2 here.
Next up, the designated player, number 17, Addison Jacobs.
Now Addison Jacobs will step in here in place of Norris, her first time batting of the game. A lefty in the lineup as Laney Trometer, the top of Elk-Point Jefferson's lineup, awaits on deck. Nice swing and a miss there, 0-1. Hoff winds up the next one. Another swing and a miss. Hoff an opportunity to take all three by herself. One by strikeout, one flew out right back to Lindsey Hoff. Addison Jacobs works in the count at an 0-2 count. And it's called in for strike three. Lindsey Hoff takes all three herself, and we remain tied at the halfway point. 3-3, Elk-Point Jefferson against West Central. Trojans at the plate when we come back.
From Beersford to Jefferson, from Wynot to Ponca, from New York to London, Pied Piper Vermilion Flowers and Gifts can deliver gorgeous floral arrangements anywhere in the country or around the world for any occasion or just because. Call, order online at piedpipervermilion.com or come visit us on the corner of Cherry and Cottage. Pied Piper Vermilion Flowers and Gifts, sending joy one delivery at a time.
Welcome to Elk-Point, South Dakota, home of the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies and dedicated residents who take pride in their community. At our independent insurance agency, we understand the unique needs of Elk-Point families and businesses. We offer personalized insurance tailored to protect what matters most to you. Let us help you safeguard your future while you enjoy all that Elk-Point has to offer. Contact Rubida Insurance today to learn more. Together, we can make this season unforgettable for our community and our athletes.
And as we just come back, they got moving awfully quickly. A liner up the middle by Maddie Kunzweiler, but it will be caught. A nice effort there at second base by McKinley Hammett. One pitch, one out. And Ayla Kramer now at the plate with Tegan Lupkes on deck. And the first pitch low, ball one. So with that out, we are officially past the halfway point, and we are all tied up. If you can't tell, a lot on the line here. State championship, to be exact. A hard hit grounder, that gets through. Kramer's going to have her second hit of the game. She's perfect in this one, 2 for 2. She also drew a walk. She's doing everything she can for her team in this one. It's the 8th hit for the Trojans already. And Ayla Kramer having a nice bounce back game. Didn't get a hit last game, but did draw a walk, so she did reach base. It's always nice to get it through a hit. First pitch is swung up, hit high up into left center. It's pulled in by Paige Jacobs. Who else but Paige Jacobs as Tegan Lupkes fouls out, and it brings up Miley Travis to the plate. Now Travis, her first 2 at-bats of the game, she led off innings for her team. She's 1 for 2 with a single and also a fly out to Paige Jacobs in center field. And this one hit hard into left center, and you guessed it, Paige Jacobs. She's been unbelievable in center field, and she'll bring in 2 of the 3 outs here. No runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. 4 innings are through. We've got 3 to play before a winner is crowned here and headed to the state championship game. 3-3 as Elk-Point Jefferson heads to the dugout, leading off when we return the top of their lineup in Laney Trometer.
Hello, this is Carla from Burt Sports Bar and Grill in Beersford. Join us for lunch today. We have daily specials 5 days a week, or you can order your favorites from our menu. Burt Sports Bar and Grill features lots of sandwiches choices. People rave about our appetizers and say our burgers are the best around. So come and join us for lunch today. We would love the company. Burt Sports Bar and Grill, Beersford, where quality customer service is number 1.
We are into the top of the 5th inning, and it's tied up 3 apiece. You can just wash out those first 4 innings. It's now down to the final 3. Leading off for the Huskies is Lainey Trometer, the leadoff hitter for the Huskies. Molly Geary on deck and Paige Jacobs in the hole. Trometer is 1 for 2, hitting a single in the first inning and grounding out in the second. Gets a piece of the first pitch and fouls it off, 0-1 the count. Trometer faces the 0-1 count. Lindsey Hoff continues throwing in for the Trojans. And a grounder that's fouled off towards the third baseline. And, looking at Lindsey Hoff and Reagan Rasmussen for these two teams, they both pitched the full 7 yesterday, and both are still pitching as of now. We'll see if Rasmussen, probably more likely than not, is going to be the pitcher entering the bottom of the 5th. But this will be their 12th inning pitched apiece in just 24-ish hours. 0-2 the count here. Trometer to protect as it just misses outside. And I tell you what, Lindsey Hoff, she hits that spot every time she's up 0-2 in the count. You feel like one of these times the batter's going to try and swing at it. 1-2 now the count. As Trometer again fouls it off towards the third baseline. Big thank you to our sponsors of this game that include Burt's Bar and Grill, Jensen Insurance, Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty, Horizon Healthcare, Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts Vermilion, Heritage and Associates Real Estate, Rubida Insurance, and Liberty National Bank. Another 1-2 pitch here, make it 2-2. Also a big thank you to South Dakota Public Broadcasting for allowing us to broadcast these games. For updated scores and photos of the high school softball championships, visit sdpb.org/softball. For updated content, check out SDPB Sports on social media. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, and no runners. It's the leadoff hitter in Lainey Trometer, her second time leading off an inning as she led off the entire game earlier. Now she faces a full count, 3-2. Hoff with only one walk here in the game, trying to avoid a second. The 3-2 payoff pitch coming up. Hoff sends it in, a swing and a miss. Out number 1, and Lindsey Hoff picks up strike number 5. She has been humming as of late. The last 5 batters, 4 have been struck out by Lindsey Hoff. Molly Geary now at the plate. Paige Jacobs on deck. Geary looking for her first base hit of the game. Sits on ball 1. That one in for a strike, 1-1 the count. And a foul ball hit here from Geary. One ball, 2 strikes here. Molly Geary at the plate working against Lindsey Hoff. And that one just outside, ball 2. Two and 2 the count with an out. No runners on. A full count again here. And you gotta wonder, is it a little fatigue of pitching every inning from yesterday and today so far? We'll see which pitcher can close out stronger. Both have played phenomenally so far up to this point in the game. And that one just misses outside, ball 4. Geary will take first, her second walk of the game, and Paige Jacobs now at the plate. So Paige Jacobs, as I'm sure you've heard a fantastic game in the field so far. She's also 1 for 2 at the plate. Doing everything she can for her team to push it to the state championship. Her first pitch she sees, misses outside, a throw down to first, and Geary gets back in time. One 0 the count, now 2-0. Great stop behind home plate by Maddie Kunzweiler. Keeps the runner put. (2-0), 1 out, runner on first. Paige Jacobs, the third hitter in the lineup for the Huskies at the plate, and a diving effort caught at first, and Molly Geary wisely gets back in time to first, but a nice grab by the first baseman, Addie Kunzweiler. Not to be mistaken with Maddie Kunzweiler. So Sarah Schmidt's back at the plate. She's 1 for 2, hitting a home run in the first inning. That brought in all 3 runs for EPJ of the game up to this point. A runner on first, 2 outs. Her team could really use something here. As she sits on a called strike 1. On the 0-1, Hoff winds up, fires it in, and Schmitz gets a good piece of this one. It's going to be extra bases. Heading for third here is Molly Geary. We'll see. EPJ's going to send her for home. There will be a throw, and she's going to reach safely. Elk-Point Jefferson takes the lead. A standing triple for Sarah Schmidt. She's got a home run and a triple. She's got 4 RBIs, and her team's put up 4 runs. What a timely hit by Sarah Schmitz to put her team on top. Bailey Johnson now at the plate. Has a runner on third, another scoring opportunity with 2 outs here for Elk-Point Jefferson. It's hit high up into shallow right field. It's in an awkward situation. Off of the glove it bounces, but it was in foul territory, which is the good news for West Central. Sophie Rolfson booked it all the way from second base to get a glove on it. Thing is, though, had that been in fair territory where she touched it and not, it would have counted as fair, but since she touched it in foul territory, it will be foul. It was right near that line, though. 0-1 and new life here for Bailey Johnson. Runner on third, 2 outs. Her team leads 1. And an off speed from Hoff gets her swinging 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here and a couple of outs. Bailey Johnson at the plate. Hoff trying to wrap up this inning here. 5 strikeouts and counting. And make it 6. Bailey Johnson goes down swinging, and it wraps up here, the top of the 5th inning. 1 run off of 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. Into the bottom of the 5th, a new score here for the first time since the 2nd. 4-3, Elk-Point Jefferson leads this one here as the Trojans back to the plate.
Harity & Associates Real Estate is an independent real estate brokerage firm committed to providing outstanding service and value to home and land buyers and sellers. They're known for developing quality working relationships with the area's best housing and land professionals, including auctioneers, lenders, inspectors, and contractors. They offer real estate valuation services, so whether you're buying, selling, building, or simply considering, the Harity & Associates Real Estate team can help. Call them today to see how they can help you.
Horizon Health provides rural communities with access to high-quality, affordable primary healthcare services. With advanced technology and a personal touch, they deliver medical, dental, and behavioral healthcare that's open to everyone. Horizon Health is focused on what's real and what's rural. Because the strength of a community isn't measured by size, it's measured by how much we care. Horizon Health, a proud supporter of Elk-Point Jefferson Athletics. Stop by the Horizon Health in Elk-Point.
And back to the field here for the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Trojans, Sophie Rolfson with Stella Simmonsma on deck and Brianna Hoff in the hole. Now this is their 6, 7, and 8 hitters with the 9th to follow. And a swing and a miss there for a 1-1 count. And let me tell you about these 6 through 9 hitters here in the lineup for West Central. Right now they are 4 for 5. All singles, and only once have they gotten out. Otherwise, they've reached off of walks, and there was a sacrifice bunt in there from Sophie Rolfson. An opportunity for an out here. Elk-Point Jefferson will pull it in. Either way, though, if your 6 batter through your 9 batter are now currently 4 for 6, batting .667, yeah, you'll take that. Stella Simmonsma at the plate now. She's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Sits on it. It's called for strike 1. On the count here with an out, no runners on. And this one lofted high up. It's going to be into shallow center field and pulled in by the shortstop, Sarah Schmitz.
Now batting the left fielder, number 21.
So 2 up, 2 down here for the Trojans as Elk-Point Jefferson trying to take their lead into the 6th inning. Here we are in the bottom of the 5th. And this one comes in for a called strike 1 on Brianna Hoff. Next one just misses outside, 1-1. With 2 outs, the next one sent in well low, ball 2. The Trojans have gotten a runner on in every time at the plate. Right now they have 2 up, 2 down. And if they don't get a runner on, it would be the first 3 up, 3 down inning at the plate for West Central. And it's hit up. It stays right next to Rasmussen, and she's got it. Out number 3, 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no errors, and none left on base. We've got 2 innings left here before one of these teams is headed to the state championship game. 4-3, Elk-Point Jefferson leads. When we return, Huskies back at the plate, leading things off, McKinley Hammett.
Pick or place your property with Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty. With licenses in Iowa and South Dakota, Janelle Pearson is the perfect choice to buy or sell your home. Rest assured, as you see the knowledge, hard work, passion, and care that goes into taking care of you. Give Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty a call today at 712-552-7102 to take care of all your home needs. Janelle Pearson is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
And into the final 2 innings of play. It is 4-3. Elk-Point Jefferson leads the West Central Trojans. Winner of this one is headed to the state championship game. McKinley Hammett at the plate with Reagan Rasmussen on deck and Brianne Johnson in the hole. They lead off with their 6th hitter in the lineup. As Hoff finds the zone with that one, she's got 6 strikeouts to just 2 walks. On the count here, Hammett. So that one bounces in for ball 1. And the scoring has not come easy for these teams. But we did see the first 6 runs of the 7 runs scored, all in the first 2 innings. Next one misses outside. It's a 2-1 count here. McKinley Hammett's 1 for 2 at the plate. She led off in her day with a single in the first inning and struck out in the third. Faces a 2-1 count here. Now a hitter's count of 3-1. Hammett can be picky here. We'll see how she plays it against Lindsey Hoff. As that one misses outside, and Hammett, a leadoff base runner for the Huskies. It's only Hoff's 3rd walk of the game. Brings up Reagan Rasmussen to the plate here. Rasmussen batting, Brianne Johnson on deck. They sign a bunt here from Rasmussen, pulls it back. The low pitch was a ball, and the throw down to second. She's gone. What a throw down from Maddie Kunzweiler to get the out. So now a 1-0 count, but no runners on and an out. And that one off the bat there, and it's going to get into left field despite the diving effort. Rasmussen a single. And now if you're Elk-Point Jefferson, you're really thinking, man, I wish I had my other runner on now. Of course, if you take second, now you'd be on third. It's tough. You can't, hope for things, but of course, would be nice. We'll have a runner in her place. It's Tenley Trainer in place of Reagan Rasmussen, who's now 1 for 3 after that at bat. Brianne Johnson will step up to the plate, her 3rd time batting here.
Number 8, Tenley Turner.
What a game we've had here so far, and one that's probably going to come down to the final out. Fresh count here for Brianne Johnson. One ball, no strikes, in and out here. Brianne Johnson at the plate, has a runner on, fouls off that pitch, out of play it goes. One ball, one strike. And got just a piece of it, but back into the glove of Kunzweiler it goes. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Tenley Trainer on first in place of Reagan Rasmussen, coming off of a base hit. Brianne Johnson now looking to move, but the 1-2 count. Next pitch misses low for a ball. Going to move that runner as I was kind of mid-thought there. So Johnson at the plate. It's Cameron Norris back on deck as Addison Jacobs took her at bat in the last time around. Should be Norris again for the 3rd at bat between the two. And a hard hit grounder in and out of the glove at third. An error, and that will result in 2 base runners. An errant throw to second, and EPJ will take third. So Brianne Johnson reaches off the fielder's choice. Tenley Trainer advances off of the error, and it brings up Cameron Norris to the plate. Runners on first and third with just 1 out. It's the 2nd error all game, and it both belong to West Central as a timeout on the field here called by head coach Heather Harden of the Trojans. We'll step aside for a moment. When we return, runners and just 1 out.
Jensen Insurance in Beersford, Elk-Point, and Sioux Falls is an independent insurance agency. They represent many different companies, which is important because it allows you to choose the very best insurance at the most competitive price. Jensen Insurance is proud they selected Auto Owners Insurance as one of their carriers because Auto Owners is very competitive and they provide some of the best coverage on the market. Jensen Insurance and Auto Owners, ready to go to work for you, with locations in Beersford, Elk-Point, and Sioux Falls.
Back to the field, it's the top of the 6th inning, and Elk-Point Jefferson a chance to extend their lead. They're up 4-3 and have runners on first and third with just one out. Cameron Norris is at the plate here for the Huskies, and the top of their lineup at the plate. And now a throw over to third as it went right back up to Lindsey Hoff. She tried to get the lead runner, but now bases loaded for Lainey Trometer in the top of the Huskies lineup. Back safely at third is Rasmussen. Brianne Johnson reaches second, and now on first off of a fielder's choice is Cameron Norris. Brings up Lainey Trometer. Bases loaded, one out, and it is the top of Elk-Point Jefferson's lineup. As Trometer fouls one up and off the fence, it goes 0-1 the count. Trometer is 1 for 3, but her team would love a base hit here. Molly Geary awaits on deck. And a hard hit liner. It gets through into left field. Elk-Point Jefferson's going to score multiple. They want to score 3. A bases clearing double for Trometer. And now I guess it's going to be a ground rule double. So it'll only score 2 for EPJ, but they'll take it. Now leading 6-3. Rasmussen scores. Brianne Johnson scores. Over to third is Cameron Norris, and a double for Lainey Trometer. 2 runs scored here in this inning finds Elk-Point Jefferson up 6-3. Molly Geary to the plate with runners on second and third. Just one out yet. Throw down to first here from Kunzweiler. Reaching back safely is Norris. I guess the ball went out of play, and that's why it was a double, and actually probably negatively impacted the Huskies. Next pitch misses outside, 1-1. And well, if the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies make the state championship game, we will be broadcasting it right here on 5 Star Streaming on YouTube, as we have promised to cover every one of their games in the state tournament. Swing and a miss there from Geary, now trails 1-2 in the count against Lindsey Hoff. Paige Jacobs awaits on deck, and in the hole is Sarah Schmitz. Elk-Point Jefferson would certainly love to get their first 4 all in at bat in this inning here. And a foul ball, out of play it goes. The pressure is on now. Can the 8 seed make it to the state championship? 1-2 yet again on the pitch as it misses outside, ball 2. Two and 2 the count here. Molly Geary trying to push some more runs across for the Huskies. The 2-2. Geary fouls it off yet again. Molly Geary with a couple of foul balls while dealing with 2 strikes. Fighting in there, making Hoff continue firing in strikes, and a grounder over to second. Throw goes over to third, and now bases are loaded. Once again, a runner will reach, or a batter will reach off a fielder's choice. Paige Jacobs at the plate, 1 out, bases loaded. Elk-Point Jefferson, a chance to really capitalize off of a couple of, you hate to call them miscues by West Central, but really kind of feels like that's what it is. You love that they're checking the runner, but you don't always need to throw and try and get the lead runner. Sometimes you just need the out. That pitch misses outside, nowhere to put the hitter, so West Central is going to need outs. Paige Jacobs up 1-0 in the count here, and bases totally loaded, 1 out. Sits on that one, a called strike. On deck awaits Sarah Schmitz, who, by the way, has a home run and a triple. The 2 hardest parts of a cycle. West Central does not want to see her, but barring a double play, she's going to hit in this inning. The 1-1 pitch from Hoff. Just a touch more outside, and it's ball 2. Quick time on the field as Maddie Kunzweiler is adjusting some equipment, and we've got a 2-1 count here. Bases loaded, 1 out. At the plate is Paige Jacobs, and she's receiving some coaching from Amber Otkin, who is about 1.5 innings away from taking her number 8 seeded team to the state championship game. They'll take on either Dakota Valley or Tri-Valley if they win in the championship game. And a little bit longer of a break than maybe we were expecting, so we'll step aside for a moment.
At Liberty National Bank, we know you by name. With deposit accounts designed for your life and local branch locations, we're here to serve you personally.
Here to guide your savings goals.
Helping.
As we're going to cut right back, as soon as I sent it, they decided to get things rolling. Do not want to miss any part of this crucial thing. We'll make sure to send it to break in between innings right where Liberty National Bank was at. We'll restart the ad for him. 3-1 now the count. Nowhere to put the hitter. A 3-1 count. Paige Jacobs has to be ready for a good one here. A hitter's count with just 1 out and all the bases occupied. It's fouled off. And now the count's full at 3-2. On deck awaits Sarah Schmitz, who has 4 RBIs in the game, a 3-run home run and then an RBI triple. Paige Jacobs at the plate. She's 1 for 3 with a single and ended up scoring. The payoff pitch from Hoff, a huge one, and a dribbler over to third. They're going to touch third, and it will score a run for Elk-Point Jefferson. So scoring from third is Cameron Norris. Out at third is Lainey Trometer for the 2nd out. Molly Geary reaches 2nd, and Paige Jacobs on first with the fielder's choice. Elk-Point Jefferson is putting the pressure on West Central here. At the plate, Sarah Schmitz with runners on 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. Sits on the first pitch, a called strike 1. I'm telling you, if I was having a day like her, I'd probably be swinging at everything. Got a home run and a triple? Oh, yeah. I'll take a cut at that. I don't care if it's above my head. But Schmidt's a little more disciplined. 0-1 the count. Next one high and outside. 1-1 the count. Bailey Johnson awaits on deck here. She's the 5-hitter in the lineup and the catcher, so she's got her half her equipment on, as she'll see if she gets an at-bat or not this inning. 1-1 the count here. That's low and outside, 2-1 now the count. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Schmitz looking for something to hit, and 4 pitches in, no swing, but a 2-2 count. We'll see if Lindsey Hoff can get the better of Schmitz in this battle. 2-2 pitch. 2 outs here. West Central trying to get out of this one. And Schmitz back up the middle, right to Hoff. She fields it cleanly. The throw to first in time. And that is it for the top of the 6th. But Elk-Point Jefferson giving themselves a buffer. They lead 7-3, scoring 3 runs off of only 2 hits in that inning. 1 error in the field and 2 left on base. The amount of players who got on by a fielder's choice greatly changes how many hits there were. Heading into the bottom of the 6th, it's 7-3 with the Huskies on top.
From Beresford to Jefferson, from Wynot to Ponca, from New York to London, Pied Piper Vermilion Flowers and Gifts can deliver gorgeous floral arrangements anywhere in the country or around the world for any occasion or just because. Call, order online at piedpipervermilion.com or come visit us on the corner of Cherry and Cottage. Pied Piper Vermilion Flowers and Gifts, sending joy one delivery at a time.
And back to the field, bottom of the 6th inning here. 7-3, the 8th-seeded Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies currently leading this one. 1.5 innings away from reaching the state championship game. Lindsey Hoff to lead off here in this one as the first pitch misses for a ball, 1-0 the count. And Hoff, a hard hit grounder, it gets through and into center field. She's got a leadoff single. If the Trojans wanted to get back into this one, that's the perfect start.
Now batting the first baseman, number 5.
Your 9th hitter just got on, and it's up to your top of your lineup with no outs, Addie Kunzweiler at the plate. Addie Kunzweiler at the plate. She's 1 for 3, looking for a hit here. And on the Class B field, currently tied up at 5 apiece between Castlewood and Hanson. Good game just across the board, really. As the next pitch misses, 2-0 the count. Now, I got to point out for this Trojans offense, no strikeouts here entering the bottom of the 6th inning. That one hit up and into left field it goes. Should be a routine fly, and it's pulled in for an out. Catch is made by Lainey Trometer. So now an out that the Trojans have to deal with. Maddie Kunzweiler will step up to the plate with Ayla Kramer awaiting on deck. Has a runner on first and Lindsey Hoff, and the bunt is laid down. Rasmussen picks it up, the throw to first, gets there in time. Runner will advance. Lindsey Hoff to second, and Maddie Kunzweiler out with the sacrifice bunt. Brings up Ayla Kramer to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on second. And a little surprised to see that, unless you're thinking we've got faith that Maddie Kunzweiler has the wheels to outrun it, the throw to first. The first pitch is sent in for a strike here against Ayla Kramer. Kramer's been very good at the plate, 2 for 2 with a double, a single, and she's also been walked. Now faces an 0-2 count. The Trojans now have just 4 outs to try and come up with 4 runs here, and that's barring Elk-Point Jefferson not scoring any runs in the top of the 7th. 0-2 the count. Rasmussen sends it in, and she went. Strike 3. We're headed to the final inning of action. The Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies are just 1 inning away from sending their team to the state championship game. West Central still 1 final inning to try and get back into it, but for now, the Huskies at the plate. Leading off when we return will be the catcher and 5th hitter in the lineup, Bailey Johnson. Into the 7th inning we go.
Welcome to Elk-Point, South Dakota, home of the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies and dedicated residents who take pride in their community. At our independent insurance agency, we understand the unique needs of Elk-Point families and businesses. We offer personalized insurance tailored to protect what matters most to you. Let us help you safeguard your future while you enjoy all that Elk-Point has to offer. Contact Rubida Insurance today to learn more. Together, we can make this season unforgettable for our community and our athletes.
We've got 1 inning to play. After 6 complete innings, it's 7-3. Elk-Point Jefferson currently leads the higher-seeded number 4 West Central Trojans. Again, numbers don't matter. You just got to play the games. In the Class B game, still knotted up at 5 apiece. And right away, back up the middle, Johnson will ground out to Lindsey Hoff. Trojans looking for a quick defensive outing, and then will need to rely on their bats to try and get back into this one. McKinley Hammett now at the plate. First pitch there for Hammett, low, ball 1. She's 1 for 2 with a single, also drew a walk in her last at bat last inning that she led off of. That pitch just misses outside, ball 2. And it looks like on the other field, a home run to break the 5-5 tie. As the 2-0, she offered, it's now 2-1. Hard to tell. It looks like, I believe, Castlewood. Yep, the Warriors, a 1-run shot to take the lead, 6-5. Here on our field, 2-1 the count. McKinley Hammett sits on the moving ball, and 2-2. Huskies, just 2 outs remain for them at the plates here. No runners on, 2-2 the count. Hammett at the plate. And a foul ball here off the bat of Hammett. Count will stay the same, and Lindsey Hoff will be forced to toss in another one. Two balls, 2 strikes, and an out here. Now the count full at 3-2. Payoff pitch here from Hoff. It's sent in and rung up for strike 3. No swing for Hammett, and that is Hoff's 7th strikeout of the game. Reagan Rasmussen now at the plate. She's 1 for 3 in the game. She's also pitched all 6 innings up to this point. Both her and Lindsey Hoff trying to go 7-inning games in back-to-back days, and we'll see about tomorrow as well. The first pitch comes in, 0-1. Rasmussen looking to put one in play, sits on it, and another called strike. Oh, 2 the count here. Lindsey Hoff trying to send it to the bottom of the 7th. Did she offer? We'll go to the umpire at first. He'll say safe. So that's 1-2. One and two the count now here after Rasmussen, a close check swing there. As that one sent in outside. Deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2 the count here. Hoff sends it in. Rasmussen, the foul ball. She'll hang in for at least one more. And another 2-2. Rasmussen gets a good piece of it, but will line out to cap off the 3-up, 3-down inning for the Huskies at the plate. But they just need a solid defensive effort here in the bottom of the 7th to find themselves in the state championship game. West Central, one final opportunity. Into the bottom of the 7th inning we go. It is 7-3. Elk-Point Jefferson leads here over West Central.
Welcome to Elk-Point, South Dakota, home of the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies and dedicated residents who take pride in their community. At our independent insurance agency, we understand the unique needs of Elk-Point families and businesses. We offer personalized insurance tailored to protect what matters most to you. Let us help you safeguard your future while you enjoy all that Elk-Point has to offer. Contact Rubida Insurance today to learn more. Together, we can make this season unforgettable for our community and our athletes.
And it's the final inning, the bottom of the final inning of the game. Elk-Point Jefferson half an inning away from sending their team to the state championship game. Tegan Lupke's to lead off for the Trojans, who need 4 runs to send it to extra innings, 5 to win it. Lupke's at the plate 0 for 3, but certainly a hit here would go a long ways. Expect the picky hitting to start as it's anyway on here for West Central. (1-0) the count. Lupke's working against Reagan Rasmussen. Hangs off on that one. It's called for a strike. 0-1. One and one the count, a swing and a miss. 1-2, Rasmussen leads in this one. Didn't have a strikeout until the 3rd and final out of the 6th inning. That was the last out for the Trojans. We'll see if she can pick up a much-needed one here. 1-2 the count. Rasmussen winds up, sends it in, gets her! Strike 3. Lupke's goes down swinging, and Rasmussen, the last 2 outs have been strikeouts. Did not have a strikeout in 5 2/3 innings pitched. Now the last 2 batters she's faced, striking out both. Miley Travis now at the plate. She'll hit one up, out of play, it's fouled. 0-1 the count she'll deal with. And Miley Travis, the 0-1 count. A hard hit into right center. It's going to one-hop the fence. Travis with a standing double. And the Trojans aren't done yet. That's their 10th hit of the game. They need 4. They've got a runner on now with Sophie Rolfson at the plate, who's 1 for 2. And the bottom 4 of the lineup for West Central has arguably been more efficient than the top half, so maybe this is right where you want to be in the lineup for the Trojans. No swing there, 0-1 the count on Rolfson. And a foul. No, a swing and a miss. No, I was going to say, I thought it was a foul ball, but for a second, they were letting Rolfson keep the base, and I was a little confused, but it will be a foul ball, and she's sent back. Oh, 2 the count here for Rolfson, a very high pitch, and Johnson, a nice job of bringing it in to keep the runner put at second. The 1-2 pitch here. Rasmussen winds up, sends it in, and a dribbler could be trouble. Schmitz picks it up at shortstop, and the scoop at first. They'll say it didn't make it in time. An infield single for Sophie Rolfson. Back-to-back hits, and the Trojans staying alive. And now a timeout meeting in the field here as is Reagan Rasmussen getting pulled, or just everyone kind of coming up to her? And we'll see here if we do get a change. What a performance from Rasmussen. I don't think we will, but well, the officials are all talking, and Rasmussen does look like she's staying in the circle. I think Otkin maybe just wanted some clarification on the play at first, and during that, I think Otkin told everyone to go run up and encourage Rasmussen. Stella Simmonsman out. The plate faces one out. Runners on first and third. That one hit high up, and Paige Jacobs pulls it in. West Central's going to score. It's a sacrifice fly, but Elk-Point Jefferson would gladly take that trade-off. So 2 outs and a runner on first here for the Trojans, and Brianna Hoff at the plate. Brianna Hoff is 1 for 3 in the game. First pitch hits the outside zone, 0-1 the count. Oh, 0-1 here as Brianna Hoff trying to keep her team alive at the plate. Lets that one go low and outside. 1-1 the count is. Now 3 runs needed for West Central in the bottom of the 7th. And a foul ball. Now 2 strikes. The Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies just need 1 more out for the state championship game tomorrow. And a swing and a miss! Rasmussen cleans it up! The final out here tonight as Brianna Hoff goes down swinging. Reagan Rasmussen, what a performance to close it out. Only had 3 strikeouts, but of those last 4 outs for West Central, 3 of them from those strikeouts. An amazing performance from her, and that is game here. Elk-Point Jefferson, as the 8th seed in the class, is headed to the state championship game tomorrow. We will have live coverage of that right here on 5 Star streaming on YouTube. What a game as the Huskies defeat West Central 7-4. We'll step aside for our final break of the game. When we return, final stats and what games are coming up and how you can watch and listen live to that championship game.
Hello, this is Carla from Burt Sports Bar and Grill in Beersford. Join us for lunch today. We have daily specials 5 days a week, or you can order your favorites from our menu. Burt Sports Bar and Grill features lots of sandwiches choices. People rave about our appetizers and say our burgers are the best around. So come and join us for lunch today. We would love the company. Burt Sports Bar and Grill, Beersford, where quality customer service is number 1.
Harity and Associates Real Estate is an independent real estate brokerage firm committed to providing outstanding service and value to home and land buyers and sellers. They're known for developing quality working relationships with the area's best housing and land professionals, including auctioneers, lenders, inspectors, and contractors. They offer real estate valuation services, so whether you're buying, selling, building, or simply considering, the Harity and Associates Real Estate team can help. Call them today to see how they can help you.
And back here for the final time is Elk-Point Jefferson is in the state championship game. They'll take on either Tri-Valley or Dakota Valley tomorrow. Projected start time at 4 o'clock. Now, depends all on the games ahead of time, and with the celebrations and medals and all of that, a good chance it probably doesn't start at 4 o'clock, but we'll be ready for it no matter what. And for the Huskies, you can watch and listen live to that championship game right here on 5 Stars streaming on YouTube. A big thank you to all of our sponsors for Elk-Point Jefferson, including Burt's Bar and Grill, Jensen Insurance, Janelle Pearson of Next Home Tri-State Realty, Horizon Healthcare, Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts Vermilion, Heritage and Associates Real Estate, Rubida Insurance, and Liberty National Bank. Your final stats in this one, the Trojans putting up 4 runs off of 11 base hits, 2 errors in the field, and 10 runners left on base. For the Huskies, 7 runs off of 7 hits, 1 error in the field, and 6 left on base. Your individual stats, starting with the Trojans, Addie Kunzweiler went 1 for 4 with a single. Maddie Kunzweiler went 0 for 3, but did lay down a sac bunt. Ayla Kramer went 2 for 3 with a single and a double. Tegan Lupkees went 0 for 4. Miley Travis was 2 for 4 with a single and a double. Sophie Rolfson went 2 for 3 with a single and two singles, Stella Simmonsma went 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Brianna Hoff went 1 for 4 with a single. And Lindsay Hoff went 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. She also pitched the full 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 7 runs given up. Hats off to Lindsay Hoff. Unfortunately, her team just couldn't quite get over the hump here today. And for your Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies, Lainey Trometer, 2 for 4 at the plate with a double and a single. Molly Geary went 0 for 2 with 2 walks, also reached on a fielder's choice. Paige Jacobs went 1 for 4 with a single. Sarah Schmitz went 2 for 4 with a home run and a triple, 4 RBIs as well. Bailey Johnson went 0 for 4, did reach on an error. McKinley Hammett went 1 for 3 with a single. Reagan Rasmussen went 1 for 4 with a single. Brianne Johnson went 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice. Cameron Norris went 0 for 2, reaching on a fielder's choice on one of those 2, and Addison Jacobs went 0 for 1 at the plate. Reagan Rasmussen pitched the full 7 innings both yesterday and today. This time around, 7 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, and only 4 runs given up. But I tell you what, she was pitching better towards the end of the game than what we saw in the early stages of the game. Some players, they just need a little time to warm up, and once they start going, they start going. And for the senior, it's great to see her send it to the state championship game. Of the last 4 outs defensively for Elk-Point Jefferson, 3 of those 4 were strikeouts from the hands of Reagan Rasmussen. Congratulations to the Elk-Point Jefferson Huskies on reaching the state championship game. Again, that is going to be tomorrow. We will be broadcasting the game for you to watch and listen live, full graphics, play-by-play commentary, and everything. That will be tomorrow right here on 5 Stars streaming on YouTube. The game is set for 4 o'clock. We'll see if that is the start time. We'll be live about 15-ish minutes probably before the game starts. Just subscribe to 5 Stars streaming on YouTube. You'll be notified when we do go live. So even if it is early or late, you'll know when we are live. We'll also have in Class A the Beersford-Sioux Valley game at noon. That'll be here on 5 Stars streaming on YouTube and Fox Sports Radio 101.5 AM 1570. And coming up right here on 5 Stars streaming on YouTube, Gage Ravelette will be calling the Gayville-Vollen game here that is set to start. Well, it was set to start about 2 minutes ago, and it has not started yet. But coming up shortly, it will be beginning. What a state tournament run so far for these Huskies. The 8 seed has punched their ticket to the state championship game, and tomorrow we'll find out if they will be crowned the state champs. For the final time today, I'm Zach Spear here on 5 Stars streaming on YouTube. We'll have lots of games coming up. Keep it tuned and have a great rest of your day.